What do you read when you're in the sitting position of the prayer? Now, if you refer to some of the other videos where I made how to perform 2 units of prayer, how to perform 3 units of prayer, and how to perform 4 units of prayer, in those videos you will be able to see when you're in the sitting position. Of course, in those videos that I've already put up on the channel, which are preceding this video, it's the really basics as you have just become Muslim on what to read or how to read it. Now that you have learned all of these other supplications, adhkar, remembrances on how to pray, what to read when you're praying, then you can add those in. And inshallah, once we've completed all of the supplications, then I'll do another video explaining the 2 units of prayer, 3 units of prayer, and 4 units of prayer with all of the supplications that have already been taught. Now, in this, we call this tashahud. Tashahud. That's the sitting position between qa'd al-ula, the first sitting, if you're reading a 3 or 4 unit of prayer, and if you're reading a 2 unit of prayer, 3 unit of prayer, or 4 unit prayer, rak'at prayer, then it's the final sitting. You read this in both times. This is called the tashahud, and it is, the most famous one is at-tahiyyatu lillahi was-salawatu wat-tayyibat. Assalamu alayka ayyuhan nabiyyu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alayna wa ala ibadallahis salihin. I'm going to repeat this last part again because it's a lot of joining. وَعَلَى عِبَادِ اللَّهِ الصَّالِحِينَ. And then you lift your finger up, or depending on how you've learned how to pray, you say أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. You might recognize this last part as when you accepted Islam, these are the words that you would say. You say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. There's different versions of the second part. The first part is always the same, that I testify that there is no one worthy of worship except for Allah, or I testify there is no God except Allah, and I testify that Muhammad is his, and in this one that we read in the prayer, his servant and his messenger. So that completes the necessary part of the sitting, whether it's the first sitting or the second sitting. Inshallah, you can read the transliteration and learn it over and over again, inshallah. So in the next video, we'll be covering some of the final supplications that we read in the prayer.